As a wish granting volunteer, I feel like it's a little like winning the lottery and getting a magic wand all at the same time. Every child is different and each one brings something unique to the experience, and it's like unwrapping a package for the first time and getting to peel things out one by one and learn a little bit about what makes each child special. I say it's a little like getting a magic wand because once you peel back the layers and unpack the box and figure out what's really inside that child and what their one true wish is, you're like a fairy godmother, and you get to see the smile on their face when they realize that one true wish is being granted. Being a volunteer for Make-A-Wish Colorado is life-changing. It allows you to step outside yourself in a way that you just don't get the opportunity to do very often. It's the absolute most selfless thing you can do, and so you get to sort of be the bridge between their reality and this amazing wish fantasy, and in return give them something that they'll have forever, no matter the outcome of a child's illness.
We grant a variety of wishes here at Make-A-Wish Colorado. We really try and make every wish unique to the child themselves. I always like to say that even though a child may wish for Disney World, and we've had 50 other kids that have wished for Disney World, that the reason that they're wishing for this is something entirely unique to themselves.
The first step of planning a wish is really determining what is at the heart of the child's one true wish and seeing what it is that they envision. You know, you really want to know what's the most important to them, what do they expect to happen on their wish, and then it's our job to make that a reality.
Usually a child comes to us and you can see it in their eyes that they are their daily grind, their daily routine, and the needles and the doctor's visits and just them not feeling good, and all we want to do is be able to give them something to look forward to, something to hope for. We hear from mom and dad and sister and brother a lot of times that the child's whole demeanor has changed completely and the wish hasn't even been granted yet, and we start to understand that the child is, going through these doctor's visits with a whole new attitude and a whole new sense of hope. They were in a moment of time where they felt happy again, and they felt like they didn't have to worry about their treatment and what that day was going to look like with doctor's visits, and they were able to experience just pure joy and happiness. We have family members and kids come back every day from a wish experience and say that that was the moment, that was their turning point in their treatment plan that made the child feel like, all right, I can get through this. I can continue my fight. I can continue my battle.
So I remember sitting in the interview room with Misty talking to Gabby about what her wish would be. And she mentioned being famous right away, but it was sort of a nebulous idea and we couldn't really figure out what being famous meant.
Her wish is very unique. It's my job to see, well, what does being famous mean to Gabby? And for Gabby, that meant having bodyguards, having an entourage, having her own fans. So it was my job to reach out to the community to see how we could make her vision of being famous become a reality.
And the more we talked to her about this idea of being famous and where it came from, it started to hit me that she's an 8-year-old little girl with leukemia whose hair has just fallen out, who doesn't maybe feel as pretty as her friends used to be. Being famous for her was the least thing that was like cancer in that moment. People would chant her name. People would applaud for her. She'd wear red lipstick and she'd be beautiful and people would want to take her picture. And it occurred to me, that's what this is. This is Gabby not having cancer.
I have so many favorite wishes. I've been able to grant some unbelievable wishes, and I feel like some of the most creative wishes for me have been the wishes that I really, really believe in my whole heart that it was the child's one true wish. Clearly this is straight from the wish child, and that is what they want, and if we can grant that, then we have made their dreams come true. And so it's those types of wishes. Those are the wishes that I absolutely love granting and know that will have the biggest impact in the long run.
I always say having children yourself multiplies your goodness. With Make-A-Wish and being a Make-A-Wish volunteer, with every person you touch, you've just replicated your experience and your goodness in the world, and then they'll go out and do something good. And pretty soon you've got this community of people all committed to doing more, being better, being more selfless, being a good person.
We can't grant wishes without the generous support of our donors. The average wish costs about $7,500 in cash, and we work with a lot of companies who generously donate their services and goods to keep that cost low. But for the rest of those expenses, we work with all types of donors. We have an amazing program called Kids for Wish Kids. It's our student-led fundraising program, and each year we engage about 150 different schools, literally thousands and thousands of students who support Make-A-Wish through a fundraising project. This year, for example, Mountain Vista High School featured Gabby's Wish and helped to enhance it. The students are just making an incredible impact on our budget. This year we expect to see $1 million in revenue from kids across Colorado. It's absolutely amazing.
It only takes one wish for a community to be involved with, and it's like they get that fever and they want to just keep coming back and having a part of it, because you see, when you see that firsthand, that impact that it has on a child, you want to do it again and again and again. And so it is amazing to see everybody have one vision, one goal, and that goal is to see a child's wish come true.
Every donor that engages with Make-A-Wish, I believe, receives deep fulfillment from being able to impact a family, knowing that that child is not focused on their medical treatments, that they're thinking about an opportunity to have fun, enjoy, and just be a kid again. And that brings the whole community together.
You guys have made it huge. Make-A-Wish has taken this to a level that we didn't expect. And you know, she's famous. It's been really great to see the care that has been given to her and just the love. We love Make-A-Wish. Hashtag Make Gabby famous. Woo!